Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to San Antonio African American Community Archive and Museum's Conscious Conversations Storytime. Conscious Conversations is a collaborative effort between SACAM and Race Ed San Antonio. My name is Kaylee Ho, and I will be our host today. I have Camille Johnson here with me, who is behind the scenes. Camille and I both attend Trinity University, and we are interns with SACAM. Our topic for Storytime this month is Allyships. For more information regarding this project, please visit our website at sacam.org. We want to thank all the people from both organizations involved in making conscious conversations possible. And thank you to you for joining us. So before we read our story today, we need to talk about a couple of very important words. Our book today is called Intersecting Allies. The title is made up of two words, ally and intersectionality, which is a big word. So first, we're going to talk about what is an ally. An ally is a good friend who makes sure to help their friends when they need help. If one person is being teased at school, an ally would go stand up for them and be their friend. We can see all these pictures of good friends. Now we are going to watch a video about what it means to be an ally by the YouTube channel Mindfulness Maya.
Ally. An ally is someone who stands up for a community that they are not a part of. Allies are important because they help movements like Black Lives Matter get support from all areas.
You can be an ally in lots of different ways. If you see someone being treated unfairly, you can be an ally by speaking up. Think about how you would feel if you were being treated unfairly.
It's important to treat others the way you would want to be treated so that we can all feel respected and safe.
As an ally, it's important to listen so that you can learn exactly what you can do and how you can help.
At the end of the day, change can only happen when we all work together.
All right, that's all for today. But before we go, we'd love it if you would take a second and breathe with us.
Make sure you're in a comfortable spot. You can close your eyes or leave them open and get ready to breathe now.
Inhale and exhale.
Inhale and exhale.
Last one. Inhale and exhale.
Thanks everyone for breathing with us.
And remember to stay calm and stay mindful.
Awesome. That was a great video. Thank you, Mindfulness Maya, for telling us about what an ally is and also helping us do a little breathing together. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too.
Ally.
An ally.
The second word that makes up the title of our book is a little longer, and it is intersectionality. That word means recognizing that we all have lots of different parts that make up our identity or that make up who we are. Intersectionality is a word that explains how all of the different parts of a person combine to affect their life experiences and their personal identity. It talks about all of the unique parts of us that make us who we are. Some different parts of identity include class, gender, and race. Some of the other identities that are often a part of us are education, religion, age, citizenship, language, heritage, ability, or skin color. Now we're going to watch a video about intersectionality. And this video is from the YouTube channel Learning for Justice.
Intersectionality. Have you heard this word before? Even if you have, you might not know what it means. Let's take a look at it. The first part's easy enough. Intersection, a place where things come together. Intersectionality refers to the reality that we all have multiple identities that intersect to make us who we are. It also gives us a way to talk about oppressions and privileges that overlap and reinforce each other. This term dates back to the 1980s and legal scholar Kimberly Crenshaw. She noticed that we didn't have an effective way to talk about how the experiences of Black women are different from the experiences of Black men and of white women. How? Black women endure both gender discrimination and racial discrimination. Over the last 30 years, scholars, educators, and activists have expanded the use of the word intersectionality to talk about identities beyond race and gender. Let's look at a few examples. Jerry has a disability, and his family lives below the poverty line. He is the oldest of 10, which requires him to do a lot of caregiving, and sometimes keeps him out of school. No one in the school counseling office has talked to Jerry or his parents about his plans for after graduation. He has applied for several jobs, but never gets called back. Fatima is Muslim and recently came to the United States from Somalia. She finds that many people at her school make assumptions about her values and abilities before they speak to her. Many of her classmates think she shouldn't be at their school at all. Greta comes from an affluent family. Both her parents and grandparents went to college, and her father owns a successful business. She doesn't think about her identity very often, but she does think of herself as someone who will go to college and get a good job once she graduates. Think about Greta's situation as opposed to Fatima's or Jerry's. Fatima and Jerry are members of marginalized groups. They don't get to choose whether or not to think about their identities. Greta, on the other hand, can ignore intersectionality if she wants to. Life isn't the same for everyone, even for people who share identity characteristics. By adopting an intersectional lens, we have a better opportunity to understand why and to change the institutions that help and harm us based on who we are.
Awesome. I really liked that video. It helped me to understand more about what makes up people's identities and how that shapes their experiences. I think now we're ready to read our book.
Intersectionality.
So, like I said before, the book we're reading today is called Intersecting Allies. We Make Room for All. It is by Chelsea Johnson, Latoya Council, and Carolyn Choi, and illustrations are by Ashley Seal Smith. Our book today is going to teach us about what it means to be a good community of allies, or friends that stand up for each other. It is about celebrating our differences, and will introduce us to stories of 9 different friends. Each character's story will explain how children's safety concerns are shaped by their intersecting identities, such as class, sexuality, ability, race, religion, and citizenship. Get those wiggles out and get your listening ears on. We're about to start the story. Intersection Allies. We Make Room for All by Chelsea Johnson, Latoya Council, and Carolyn Choi. Illustrations by Ashley Seal Smith. To each other, we're better together. And here's a foreword for Dr. Kimberly Crenshaw. And our video before actually talked about Dr. Crenshaw. So if you want to pause and come back to this part of the recording later, this is a great little letter to the parents. And here's another letter if parents want to come back and read this letter as well. This is a really good letter. . Witness the lives of a bold group of friends. If one is in need, another defends. Age is one trait that each of them share, but kids' lives are unique, as you'll soon be aware. Each child has a story and their own point of view, filled with passion and power, just like you. My name's Alejandra, but I go by Allie. I use a chair, but it doesn't define me. Instead, it allows me to zip, glide, and play. When I need to get through, friends help make a way. Where there's room for some, we make room for all. Friends can be allies, no matter how small. Hello, I'm Parker. After school every day, Allie's family takes care of us both while we play. My mom works hard to provide for me. Her love's the source of our stability. Not toys or money, nor treasures untold. Community care is more precious than gold. Skirts and frills are cute, I suppose, but my superhero cape is more Kate than these bows. Some may be confused that a kid like me can wear what I want and be proud and carefree. My friends defend my choices and place. A bathroom, like all rooms, should be a safe space. My name is Adila, and just like Kate, what I wear inspires endless debate. Some give, some chant, some sing, some pray. My hijab is my choice. You can choose your own way. The clothes that you wear never justify hatred. Clothes can be playful, simple, or sacred. Covered, adorned, or with casual flair, my body is my own. I dress it with care. My name is Nia, and with what's on the news, it's easy to be frightened or sing the blues. For her, for them, for him, and for me, we all deserve to breathe and be free. The color of our skin is no reason to hide. We protest for safety, equality, and pride. Our friends join along in solidarity and love. This is the stuff that allies are made of. Safety also includes our trees and air, the land we've called home, our places of prayer. I am Dakota, and like my ancestors, my tribe and I are water protectors. From profit and power, we stand up to preserve our nations, our cultures, and the respect we deserve. My name is Gloria y tengo 7 años. After school, it's to la fruteria I go. Trabajo cada día junto a mi madre. Vendemos piña dulce y mangos con chile. My language and savvy allow us to thrive. I've got hopes and dreams and skills and drive. Working together makes us both more secure. I'm a daughter, a partner, and an entrepreneur. My name is Heejung, and I was born in Seoul. I moved here when I was 5 years old. I'm part of what's called the 1.5 generations. My parents and I span 2 different nations. Like Gloria, I'm a help to my mother by translating for her one word to another. When the landlord tells mom, "You can pay me next Friday," I repeat in Korean, "Oma rentu deum ju jeomor nelo doande." We navigate life in our new home together, 'cause kids have the skills to make every day better. My name is Yuri, and I'm new to this place. Heejung's family welcomed me with love and with grace. Finding refuge meant traveling far from home. I sailed, I flew, I rode, and I roamed, escaping violence, war, heartache, and intrusion. We came to this nation seeking dreams and inclusion. From near, from far, from here, from there, we're more than our origins. We all deserve care. Race, religion, citizenship, class, and ability. Each of these intersects to form identity. Age, gender, size, and skin color, too, can make living life different for a friend than for you. Barriers and biases are often to blame. We strive to be equal, but not all the same. Life's ups and downs can take many forms, but standing together will rewrite the norms. Where there's room for some, we make room for all. Friends can be allies, no matter how small. The end. What was your favorite thing about our story today? Maybe a favorite picture or a favorite word? You can turn to your parent or your friend or your teacher and tell them what your favorite thing was. That's awesome. My favorite thing about our book today is that I got to hear about the stories of so many different students and what makes them special. I liked seeing how all the different friends in our story were standing up for each other and were valuing each other for just who they are. And so today we're going to be going through some questions and talking about our book, but these questions and discussions are actually from our authors this week. So there are things about each character in this book that shape their feelings and experiences. For example, Nia worries about the criminal justice system, our courts, our police, and our jails, and her worries are shaped by her gender and race, while Adila's clothing choices are shaped by her gender, culture, and religion. Take a moment to think about your own experiences and your own identity. What are some of the things that make you, you? Communities are made up of your friends, family, neighbors, classmates, teammates, and anyone around you that you spend time with. When you're a member of a community, You should do your part to make your community stronger, safer, and more inclusive, which means welcoming to everyone. When a community is inclusive, it makes everyone feel welcome, no matter their skin color, ability, culture, gender, or citizenship. In our story, we saw our 9 friends be good allies to each other and help improve their community. Think about the people around you that you see and spend time with. Who is part of your community? How do they make you feel stronger, safer, and feel included? What are some ways that you can make your community better for everyone who is a part of it? One idea is that you can stand up for your friends when somebody is not nice, or you can try and make new friends if you see somebody who doesn't have a friend. That can all make our communities better. Let's talk some about what a hijab is. A hijab is a veil or head covering that some Muslim women and girls wear in public. Hijabs come in a lot of colors and styles. Women wear hijabs for many different reasons, like tradition, fashion, or modesty. Professor Saba Mahmoud has written about multiple meanings behind wearing a hijab within the Egyptian Muslim women's movement, and how it can stand for both female empowerment and respect for religious beliefs. In our story, every culture and community gives meanings to dress and style. One way to gain respect for different groups of people across the world is to think about why their clothing is important to them and their cultures. What are some of the different things people wear in your culture or community that have special meaning? Can you think of any? If you can't think of anything, you can also ask an adult in your family to learn more. But asking about what is special about some of the things that people in different cultures or communities wear and learning more about our friends and their cultures is something else that makes our communities better. Now that we have talked about what an ally is and read a story about some friends that were good allies to each other, we are going to talk about how you can be a good ally in your community. First, I want you to think about a time that a friend stood up for you when you needed help. Can you think about a time? What did they do to support you? How did their act of kindness make you feel? What are some ways that you can be an ally to someone else to support them? We talked about this a little bit a second ago, but one thing that you can do is you can try to make a new friend, or you can keep your eyes extra alert and be always looking for if somebody needs a friend, a little extra, and you can be nice to them, or if somebody's being mean to them, you can stand up for them. And another suggestion is you can ask people what they need and how you can support them or help them. In our story, we saw Dakota and Nia come together as allies to stand up for a need they both share: the right to clean drinking water. So if you and another friend both have a need that you share, you can also stand up for each other. You can be a good ally, just like Dakota and Mia were. We strive to be equal, but not all the same. Think about ways that you can appreciate the differences in your friends. You can be an ally to your friends just like our friends from our story today. This next week, try to be an ally to a friend and appreciate the people that are in your life. And remember, where there's room for some, we make room for all. Friends can be allies, no matter how small. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, we want to thank RaySed, SACAM's board, CEO, and staff, the Education Committee, and our volunteers for making this production possible. Activities and resources for guiding conversations with children of all age groups can be found on the SACAM website at sacam.org under RaySed, Conscious Curriculum and Conversations. Goodbye.